smile for
We
you.
love Fenty Beauty. We love you. I love you from Australia.
Hello? Hey, I'm the host of this show, and I want to make sure you understand where you are. This is one of the rawest shows on the planet. That throwback after dark adults only shit. Front porch, card table, slick mouth shit. Hood shit. You gonna hear so many hooks, and variations of that your head gonna spin. So if you don't like that type of shit, don't get comfortable. And no love lost. The streets ain't for everybody. That's why they made sidewalks. Viewer discretion is absolutely advised. Welcome to the Nigga News Network.
You are listening to
Milagro, baby. Milagro Grams. International Nino. Mia. Nigga Millie.
My sister MILAGRO GRAMZ is in the building.
I love Mob Radio.
Millie from Mob Radio.
Mia.
Because
Me, you, and MILAGRO.
How you know about Milagros?
Do you see Rihanna on your screen with a headline from last week? Just pay attention to Rihanna. Fuck the headline. They done shot up Rihanna's house. Rihanna could have been dead right now. The headline could have read, Rihanna shot in her mansion. And I'm not being dramatic. Some crazy ass woman then rolled by Rihanna's house. I don't know if she was in the passenger seat or the driver's seat, but they say this person was in a vehicle. Goes by Rihanna's home and fires between 7 and 9 shots. One of the shots penetrated the wall of the mansion. They say this bitch had her a real gun, bitch, like an AR-15. They said she had a real gun. We're gonna pull up these details in a second, but had a big boy, and that Rihanna was there with her children. So it is very real, that Rihanna could have been the victim of a goddamn shooting. This woman literally tried to kill her. So I'm going to go over to TMZ in a second. But when it was first reported, it said that authorities say that a suspect who at the time they didn't have too many details on, or they weren't telling us publicly, they described her as being in her 30s. They said that she drove up near the property and discharged several shots toward the residents before fleeing the area. So according to the Los Angeles Times, the LAPD radio dispatch reported that approximately 10 shots were fired at the home from a vehicle parked across the street from the property's gate. So the vehicle, described as a white Tesla, allegedly fled the scene. So they also reported that one round penetrated a wall of the mansion. So a vehicle was parked across the street and just fired those different shots. So let's go ahead and get into this news update. because they had some follow-up details, and see what they had to say.
From NBC4 Investigates, Tracy.
Yeah, Jonathan and Kathy, people who live in this neighborhood, say they were startled by the gunfire because it's typically a very quiet area. You can still see police here about 7 hours after that shooting, blocking off the street where it happened. News Chopper 4 was overhead. As you mentioned this afternoon, you can see a large police presence surrounding Rihanna's Beverly Crest mansion located on Heather Road near Coldwater Canyon Drive. LAPD says the shooting happened around 1:20 this afternoon. NBC4 Investigates says a woman drove to the singer's home and then fired between 7 to 9 rounds from an AR-15 style rifle. 4 rounds struck Rihanna's home. Officers were also examining an Airstream trailer that was parked in the pop star's driveway. LAPD confirms Rihanna was home at the time of the shooting, but no injuries were reported. It's unclear if the singer's partner, A$AP Rocky, or their 3 children were home. Here's one neighbor describing what she heard.
Well, I was just washing dishes in my house and I heard shots. And I was a little shocked. You know, we don't hear that kind of thing in this neighborhood. It's pretty quiet. It was really loud and everything echoes in this valley, so you can hear everything here. Even when someone has a party, you can hear the music, you know, a shot. It's not something you expect.
The LAPD took the alleged shooter into custody. The Robbery Homicide Division is investigating this case. Reporting live in Beverly Crest, Trace Lingong, NBC4 News.
Did you guys see the actual bullet holes in the property? And I want to take this time to say that I understand that a lot of people are not happy with the response that some other artists have got when they've been in dangerous situations. I have seen people online saying, well, when it was Nicki's home being swatted, you know, y'all didn't seem to understand the severity of it. This is what we were talking about. I saw some people talking about Drake's home that got shot up. What I want to say is I was praying for Nicki and Drake. I hated that happened, but I don't think that anybody else's situation should be trivialized or diminished because of the way that other people responded. I think that we can have our emotions about different scenarios, but not put that onto Rihanna and her family. So I hate that it happened to Nicki. I hate that Drake had a situation where his house got shot up, and I hate that Rihanna is in this situation as well. I see some people saying there wasn't even a response. You know, I see the difference in and let me tell you this: the situation is different. The Nicki, Drake, and Rihanna situation; those are 3 different situations, all very serious and all deserve consideration. But when it comes to Rihanna, I feel like what y'all are trying to articulate is that the response from the public is different. Because I believe that everybody, law enforcement wise, did what they were supposed to do when somebody comes through, you know what I'm saying, shooting a joint up. But I think that people are getting a little offended by the way the public is saying, oh, Rihanna, this happened to you. I hate that happened to where you feel a disregard for some other people. I get that, but that shouldn't make you turn around and say, fuck Rihanna and aha. Thank you, Malachi. Okay? I feel like this is a completely different situation that shouldn't have happened, and that's just that. That's what I think about that. Now, the woman has been identified, and this situation is getting weirder and weirder. First of all, I'm glad that Rihanna is okay physically. Ain't no telling how she gonna be mentally. You know, my heart really goes out to her because when something like this happens, it can shake your whole foundation and it can change you. You know, being in a situation where your life or the life of, you know, you and your children, but that can really, you know, make a person move and just be a completely different fucking way. And if anybody wonder how I can be considerate to her, it's because I don't have any doubts about it, okay? Let's just leave that right there. There has never and will never be a time where I feel like something happened to a woman and I say, aha. Please understand that. Okay? I will always, I don't lack understanding. I don't lack compassion or anything else. I guess I just gotta believe it. So any fucking way, the woman has been named, and there are different people telling me that this woman may have been trying to sue Live Nation. What? That's what's being speculated on social media. So let me go to TMZ because I wanna pull up. Hold on. I want to pull up her identity. Okay, I'm gonna go find the article in a second. But the woman's name is Ivana Lisette Ortiz. She is 35 years old. She has been booked for attempted murder, and her bail is $10,225,000. I don't think that woman will be going anywhere anytime soon. You know what pissed me off about seeing that? I was happy that I felt like the woman wouldn't be able to get out because that was, a whole bunch of money. But it pissed me off because there are so many different women that are victims of all kind of violence who don't get that. Because can somebody tell me why that shit is so high? And does it have to do, well, I imagine it has to do with state laws and maybe the type of weapon that she used. Because she had an AR-15. Like I said, bitches had the big boy gun outside firing at this property. So maybe it had to do with those little particulars. But I think that everybody should feel safe. I feel like Rihanna should feel pretty safe or somewhat safe with this person being behind bars. But I want that security for every fucking body. Put them fucking child molesters bail up there. That ain't bad enough. $10 million. Child, where is there? Everybody should need to be like that. Now, let's get into this. Somebody pulled this up. I cannot confirm if this is even the same woman. And that's why it gets really, really tricky when people start doing these online goddamn investigations. But this is what somebody pulled up. So this user named Ivana Ortiz said, Rihanna, are you there? Because I'm waiting for your AIDS 5-head self to say something to me directly instead of sneaking around like you talking to me where I'm not at. Killing it season. Bitch, yikes. And you want to know what's just so crazy? Bitch, y'all know I'm from the South. Y'all know they killed Selena. So it's not foreign to me that a superstar can end up killed or something. You don't ever want that to happen. But it just gave me this eerie ass vibe because it would have been, so easy if God wouldn't have intervened for the headline to read that Rihanna was no longer with us. And that's just a mind fuck because a lot of us have grown up with Rihanna. You have this kind of attachment, and I hope it's healthy, to her as an artist. And that just would have been devastating. Okay, it really would have been. So I don't know what is going on with this situation, but it's a mess. I want to remind everybody that this stuff has not been confirmed. There are people going online calling themselves pulling up, someone who they believe to be the shooter. I cannot confirm, but they claim that this Ivana Ortiz has been arrested multiple times. Todd, they done pulled this up. So I don't know. I don't know. I'm so glad Rihanna and her children are safe. And child, that's where we at with it. They said I just posted about it. Oh, thank you so much. Let me go on over there and see. All right. So if you noticed when we pulled up those mugshots just now from that social media user, they said that woman was from Orlando, Florida. Okay. Reports say that a Florida woman, Ivana Lisette Ortiz, has been identified as the suspect in the shooting at Rihanna and A$AP Rocky's Beverly Crest home. The name stood out because court records show a woman with the same name from Orlando filed a lawsuit just months ago in October 2025 trying to stop the Billie Eilish concert at the Kia Center. In that case, she argued the city and promoters may not have had proper permits, but the judge dismissed it as moot after the concert had already taken place. Public records and prior filings appear to show the same name and location. If it is the same person, it's a very unusual trail of events involving someone who appears educated and has been active in court filings. And so Fox 5 New York put this out. And they said that she's an Orlando, Florida resident. And that's the mugshots had Orlando, Florida on them. And so this is the case that they claim is in the system. Ivana Lisette Ortiz is listed as the plaintiff. And then the lawsuit was supposedly settled. I don't like it. I do not like it. I don't like what's going on. The whole situation seems kind of sketchy to me. I just hope that Rihanna is okay. They said there's another case where it appears that she may have lost custody of her child. Is that what sent her over the edge? As more details become available, I will absolutely let you know, okay? But somebody just posted this. They said, this is Ivana Ortiz, the woman who tried to take Rihanna's life. Here she is in a video from a month ago expressing her dislike for Rihanna. Once again, I cannot confirm that this is the same woman, but take a look.
There's an energy trying to literally throw a ray of, what is it? A ray of force at me to push me down. You're not, I don't want you, and you don't go there. And you know what? God's judgment is going to be overwhelming against you when he grabs you and throws you down. I've already seen it. You saw Rihanna. You saw her picture. She has a very big forehead and an ugly, ugly nose. That's God's judgment on her. I keep telling her to stop harassing me. To stop harassing me. And she keeps doing it. She keeps harassing me. And I already bought stock in Ulta, and I have staked in Ulta. So now those energies can't harass me when I go into Ulta anymore. When I go into Ulta, the devil tries to antagonize me or instigate against.
Okay. Has this woman been brainwashed? Is this a fucking joke? Like, was this a rational woman that got drugged or something? What the fuck is going on here? You know, don't sleep on that MK Ultra shit. The shit is real. I'm not saying that's what happened to this woman, but that shit be real. Well, you'll have a person who is smart, who is living their life. They're a functional person in society. But if they hear a certain sound or they get activated, bitch, whatever that little duty is, they about to finish that shit out or try to. Where, listen, it's something deep in there. They said asleep or something. Because she's speaking like someone who's very convinced of what she's saying. She sounds coherent. But if you listen to what she's actually saying, it's like, bitch, you crazy. What the harassing you? How was Rihanna harassing you? What are you talking about? You bought steak in Ulta, so when you go on Ulta, the devil can't get you. Girl, what?
It's me by the pictures that are there. But you know what? I bought steak in there, and I said, you know what? Forget you. This is mine too. This is mine too. You're not going to be...
They say she's a speech therapist with a college education. And you threw everything away to try to kill one of the most famous people in the world? That's not fucking odd to anybody?
Throwing bad energy at me when I'm coming to the store. So I went and I bought stock. And then when I went in there, I saw Rihanna. She looked so bad. That's the judgment of God. And I thank God for that. So just the way God did that judgment, the same energy, the same devil that is trying to be around me and make my area uncomfortable, God is going to catch.
Rihanna. I cannot confirm that that's the woman that did the shooting at Rihanna's home, but I'm inclined to believe it fucking is. Okay? Rihanna needs to hire somebody that's going to keep their eyes exclusively on her. And you need to find out if she's been in communication with anyone else. Are there more of her? People who would seek to harm you? Okay? I don't know. I don't know. I'm not going to talk about it today. I'll bring it up tomorrow. But I have a question for you guys. Do y'all know who Tabitha Brown is? And do you know that she has at least one daughter? Her and her husband? I don't know how many kids they have. But do you know that she has at least one daughter that looks just like her? Okay. Have y'all seen the mess with her daughter? Okay. So, on the other side of the influencer world, there's this set of twins who do content. They do separate content. So one is really popular for like her family, her kids and her nigga and shit like that. And then her twin sister is a gay stud. So the other girl is girly and the twin is gay. So Tabitha's daughter was in a relationship with this stud that looked like Tay. And they broke up like a month ago. So then Tabitha's daughter popped out with the stud niece. Okay? I'm sorry, the stud sister. And so they didn't popped out. So the fucking stud that Tabitha's daughter used to go with posted a fucking video of her fucking with her. Like grabbing her ass, kissing her in the mouth, tongue and shit. And she all in the comment section talking about, well, we just broke up 21 days.
No, Rihanna, no. You're not the eagle. They will soar high on wings like eagles. Rihanna wants to say that we are flying. That we are flying and we're not. She's not flying. She had a bad day. She looks really stupid and corny. And everyone knows it. But the way that they want to, that girl, the way that Rihanna wants to kill me, she's the one who wants to kill me. The way that Rihanna wants to kill me shows that we're not going to show this right now. But this is my heart, Lord, and I am expecting and waiting in that beautiful time for you to show me what you're going to do and how you're going to deliver this promise. It's in my heart and it's in my vitality, and I'm very, very grateful to you for your abundant graces. Listen, Rihanna, when you die, God is taking me to my future. You want to kill me. Shut the up, okay? Shut the up. Yeah, she's a witch. I'm a watchman. She's a witch. Get that stupid girl out of here, okay? They can't do this. What about my hands? What about these fingers over here? What about these 3 fingers? What about it? No, you're not here. You're rebuked. And even if you're here, there are many in this realm. And you are rebuked, and Jesus is the king, and you're just kicking and screaming on your way out and perishing. It's embarrassing. Listen, Rihanna, when you die, God is taking me to my future. You want to kill me. Shut the fuck up, okay? Shut the fuck up. Yeah, she's a witch. I'm a watchman. She's a witch. Get that stupid girl out of here, okay? They can't do this. That's why you got Rihanna over there all jealous. Because how am I? Because her faith is the devil. Rihanna's faith is the devil, okay? I don't like her, and she's always trying to steal from me. And she has not ever put out any music to reach people. She only did her little music thing so that she can do witchcraft. And so that she can steal from people. So everybody, please, don't listen to her. Don't follow her. Don't give that girl any air, space, or time. Because she's stealing from you. Okay? She's stealing from you. So you guys need to wake up. And don't give that girl any attention. They want to come over here and steal my thoughts. That's Satan. He just wants to kill something beautiful. Just like his Rihanna. They just want to kill something beautiful. So even though the devil and Rihanna are very loud, God and Jesus Christ are doing something, and myself. Look at the devil.
He doesn't want it to be me. He doesn't want me to be a Christian woman of God. Because that's what it is. That's why I'm indifferent to Rihanna. I'm indifferent to a lot of your girls, devil. They may be loud. Rihanna and the devil may be very loud. But that's not power. That's not power. Me and Jesus Christ are good. Rihanna even said, I oink, about herself. She's so stupid. She's like, I oink like you. And no, that was on a day when I was doing day trades and I was trading ION. Look up the tracker. And then Rihanna's over there and she's there with the devil. They don't want me to get money. They don't want me to be successful. I made $3,000 one day on a day trade trading NVDA. And then Rihanna, she pops up in the spirit with the devil and they're like, meh, 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 meh. And then they went over and they attacked a legal case. They went and attacked my lawyer, Jennifer Meister, and they took her spirit and her energy and they were just right there. Like I could see them vivid as day. And because they were jealous because they literally don't want me to be successful.
No, Rihanna. No. You're not the eagle. They will soar high on wings like eagles. Rihanna wants to say that we are flying. That we are flying and we're not. She's not flying. She had a bad day. She looks really stupid and corny. The way that they want to, that girl, the way that Rihanna wants to kill me, she's the one who wants to kill me. The way that Rihanna wants to kill me shows that we're not going to show this right now. But this is my heart, Lord, and I am expecting and waiting in that beautiful time for you to show me what you're going to do and how you're going to deliver this promise. I rebuke you in the name of Jesus. Lord God, I pray that you yank Rihanna by her freaking wig, by the mop on her head, and throw her all the way across darkness. In Jesus' name. Her spirit is in the spirit of the world, and it is very non-purposeful. Very non-purposeful. And it's very intrusive, and I rebuke it in the name of Jesus.
And 8052, shooting just occurred. Approximately 10 shots heard and an unknown person shouting code 3 incident 1920 RD 809 semi for additional.
8052, incident 1921, all units 8020 responding closely from Santa Monica and Sonar to
5-3, you can show us back in.
8052, roger, other unit with the message repeat.
81 shows backing from the station.
All units 81 backing from the station to
Orthola units at 8028, 8028 additional, your shooting just occurred. The PR believes the shots came from across the street of the upper gate. The PR does not have visual, no further. It's additional 1921. Orthola unit, shooting just occurred. This vehicle is a white Tesla, SU northbound on Coldwater. 10 gunshots fired from the vehicle at the gate, code 3, incident 1932, RD 809.
Air 10, can you find out the make of that Tesla? I'm sorry, the model.
Air 10, somebody. CBR, you still on the line?
Number 2, passenger, for the description, the passenger was firing a gun, additional on incident 1932.
Can you go to the model of the car?
Philadelphia 60, roger. Orthola units responding, shooting just occurred. Suspect vehicle is a 2023 to 2024 Tesla 4-door with paper license plate, unknown model, additional incident 1932. At 853, the suspect vehicle was last seen going southbound on Coldwater Canyon. Stand by, the peers attempting to check the camera footage for a license plate.
85, show us code 100 on Sunset and Coldwater.
8053, repeat across to Coldwater.
Sunset.
Sorry, that's 852, code 100, Sunset, Coldwater.
Beverly Hills notified. 81, was there a license plate number on the Tesla?
CBR, you still on the line?
Stand by, the peers attempting to look at the camera footage for the license plate.
All units, addition on the shooting just occurred. Suspect vehicle was last seen Coldwater Canyon, addition on incident 1921.
Zebra 2, it's going to be a Tesla Model 3, white in color. Stand by for the plate.
Air 10 will copy. We're in the area.
Air 10's in the area.
82 confirm it was southbound Coldwater. 7834, Roger.
All units, attention on the shooting just occurred. Suspect vehicle is a white Tesla Model 3, license plate David Paul 38 Edward 1, David Paul 38 Edward 1, lastly northbound from 1200 block of Benedict Canyon.
AZ1, that's just a possible.
Search impossible. Temporary plate David Paul 38 Edward 1, David Paul 38 Edward 1.
859. I just spoke to the primary and it's going to be a verified. That's the plate and the vehicle traveling on Benedict northbound.
Okay, Brandon, Roger.